What is up, everybody? Jarrett from Empire of Assets here, and today we are just talking about the general state of Metazoo in general, and if you are considering investing in Metazoo, some important things that I kind of wanted to talk about kind of the hype right now, their most recent Kickstarter, and just some general thoughts that I've had lately. If you're an old-time watcher, maybe there's something beneficial in here for you as well. But anyways, if you are not subscribed, consider hitting the subscribe button. Really trying to get to 1,000 subs just so that we can go live on the YouTube platform. That would be pretty cool. I think we could do some cool live events. So consider subscribing if you're not subscribed. But the big thing to talk about today, I guess, is the most recent Metazoo Kickstarter playing card thing. Raised $1.5 million in, I believe, the first day that it was out. I know it hit the $50,000 goal in like 15 seconds. I don't understand why they're doing Kickstarters at this point. I would certainly hope that Metazoo as a company has enough money to be able to fund their own $50,000 thing. But whatever, it is what it is. Obviously, they raised $1.5 million for free, which is better than basically any deal out there. So I guess I don't blame them for doing that. But the kind of crux of today's video, the thing you should know before you go crazy chasing the hype on a lot of this stuff, is I really think in the long term, Kickstarter, Cryptid Nation, First Edition Cryptid Nation, First Edition Nightfall, and First Edition Wilderness are going to be the core products that you want to invest in more than any of this other stuff. There is so much noise and so many products put out by Metazoo on a weekly, monthly basis that it's hard to keep up for somebody that's pretty invested and active in the community like me. And for the average person, it's even more difficult to keep up with. You got the dim mock t-shirts and promo cards coming out. You have the Cryptid Nation pin sets. Those have been out a little while. But I did just find out today, I don't think they changed the symbol on those. If anybody can confirm that, I have one here. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about really quick. The first Cryptid Nation set, here it is out of 10. And I believe this joint snake was from that first set out of 10. But if you look in the corner right there, it does have the Nightfall symbol right there, which is interesting because then unless you know, I don't think you can differentiate between Nightfall pin collections and Cryptid Nation pin collections, other than Cryptid Nation is out of 10 and Nightfall is out of 15. But that was a fun little thing I found today. If anybody can confirm that down in the comments, that would be dope. But so you got these sets coming out. You got I think they got some skateboards coming out with cards. Every single thing has a promo card. All of the collecticons, the events. It's so overwhelming. There's the release. You got comic book medals, you got release event medals, you got blister pack promos, you got box toppers, you got alternate arts. You have so much stuff going on. And I think in 3 to 5 to 10 years, a lot of people that are new to Metazoo, there's not that many people in Metazoo. It's still a fairly small community, having just hit Walmart basically this weekend, and then you got it coming into Target and all that stuff. But there's not a ton of people that know about it. And when they join, I just don't think that the first thing they're going to do out is go and hunt down a dim mock Quetzalcoatlus promo card because they like it. Or these playing cards. Playing cards are cool, but how many of these do you think they're making? And now I see they're trying to lure you in with some numbered promo cards and some other stuff. It's, in my opinion, it's not garbage. If you like that stuff, certainly, because you're going to enjoy it, I think you should buy some. But don't look at it as an investment. I think you're way better off going for First Edition Cryptid Nation, which is still relatively cheap. The Mothman is going to be $300-400, so that's a big one. But you can buy a lot of the other cards pretty cheap, and a lot of people aren't really super hyped on them right now, so I think you can find some really good deals. Nightfall, even more so, buying booster boxes you can find them at $200 a piece if you buy like a couple at a time. So there's good quantity discounts there. And then even collecting the full set, I think the most expensive card right now is probably the Wendigo, which is right around $40 for a full holo. There's 50,000 booster boxes of Nightfall. There's 62,500 of Wilderness. Obviously, Cryptid Nation, there's only 25,000. Kickstarter, there's only 2,500. I just really think that these products are going to be what new people gravitate towards, and they're going to be the ones that ultimately really stand the test of time. They announced that PSA is going to be grading these playing cards, which is a joke to me. It's just like, who really, at the end of the day, cares for a playing card. Like if you're going to play the game, that's cool. And I do think my advice, I'm not saying you shouldn't buy any of these stuff. I personally, my two favorite cryptids, Grim Reaper and Quetzalcoatlus. So my advice is wait until this stuff comes out, wait until the market settles down a little, and then just buy one or two of your favorite cryptids for all of this promo crazy stuff. And you don't have to collect full sets of it. You don't need a full Dim Mak set for $500. You don't need a full pin collection set with all the alternate arts and all the pins and all the comic book promos. You don't got to chase all that stuff. I would say if you want to do set collecting, stick to the first edition stuff. Right now, I'm about to go on eBay right after this video, and I'm going to buy the rest of my base Cryptid Nation first edition commons or bronze and silver cards, and I'm working on getting the rest of the hollows. I'm going to go through and buy the 2 or 3 Nightfall cards that I still need. I'm going to complete those sets, and then if I do anything, I'm going to look at completing more of those sets, because in the long term, I think those are the products that are really just going to stand up better, and it's a much easier starting point for people, even second edition. Now, I'm not a huge fan of second edition Cryptid Nation, but the most expensive card there is the Mothman for like $70, and all the other hollows are under $1, and it's reserve list, which means a lot of those cards never going to be printed again, at least with the same sort of strengths that they have. So even second edition Cryptid Nation, I think, is better than chasing after all of this crazy stuff. You got the Valentine's Day things coming out. Yeah, it's all really cool, but just in the long run, I really think the cards that are going to hold up the best are the first edition main set stuff. So that is really what I would gravitate towards, especially as a new investor or collector in Metazoo. Obviously, if you've got a pretty good grasp on everything and you see a card that comes out, you think in the future this could be really hot, by all means go for it, add a couple. It's good to diversify, but I think first you should start with at least a first edition Cryptid Nation and a Nightfall set and Wilderness when that comes out. But yeah, I think I've rambled on enough about why I think those are important. That was just my kind of thing that I wanted to share with everybody. It's really easy to get caught up in the hype of all these new products and put $200 or $500 or $1,000 down on pre-orders for stuff, and I just don't think in the long term it's going to move the needle. That's all I got for you guys today. Let me know down in the comments, do you think this is a pretty good idea and you should stick to kind of the main sets for Metazoo, especially when we kind of know the print runs and all this stuff, and it doesn't seem like they're getting too inflated? Or do you think you should buy one of everything that comes out and spread yourself more diverse? Let me know what you guys think. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.